Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, welcome to my YouTube channel. So let me reintroduce you to my beautiful motherland, Kenya, or should I say introduce you if you're not Kenyan? I mean, you can only really get to know the inside of a home if described by its owners, isn't it? So where else do you want to hear about Kenya if not directly from a Kenyan? Where else? Where else? Every time I say I am from Kenya, the first thing people say is, oh, safari. I understand that Kenya is home icon of safari, but it's not only about safari. It's not only about that. It has so much more to offer, and I'm going to share with you some things that I really love. It's just a tip of the things that I really love, and that I think that as someone who is visiting Kenya would enjoy some of these things that I'm going to mention. So, first of all, Kenya is a country in East Africa. Its national language is Swahili, although we have different tribes. And each tribe speaks, of course, its own language. I am a Kamba, and I speak Kikamba. Wacha. Neta wa Naomy. But we understand each other by speaking Swahili and also English. And you will find that some Kenyans, example the Mijikendas, the languages are almost the same, so they kind of understand each other. And for example, like Kambas, I understand some words that Kikuyus say and the Merus. So some languages have some similar words, and I find that so fascinating, so great, you know. And the way we speak Swahili, I'm sure you've heard about Swahili if you've maybe been checking out Kenya. I'm sure you've heard, and a lot of people also, when I say I'm from Kenya, they are like, Jambo, hakuna matata. You guys, can you tell how excited I am to talk about this topic today? Can you just feel it? Can you feel it? Before we jump into culture, did you know that every tribe has their own way of naming their kids? And every name given to a child, every traditional name given to a child has a meaning. It has a meaning. So next time you hear Mudeu, or maybe you hear Mwende, or maybe you hear Omolo, or maybe you hear Njeri, or maybe you hear any name you hear, any traditional name you hear in Kenya, it has a meaning. It has a meaning. Did you know that? Well, now you know if you're not Kenyan. Despite the influence that Kenya has had over the years to date, I feel so proud as a Kenyan that it still holds its traditions, its morals, its culture, with each tribe having its own unique way of showing and practicing its culture and its traditions, you know. Like for example, the Maasais, the Maasais, so rich in their culture, you know. The Luos, the Mijikendas, you know, the Kambas, the tribes, you know, in Kenya, holding their tradition and practicing to date, despite all the influence. This is something that makes me so proud as a Kenyan. How did I even begin with culture? Before starting with the people, the Kenyans. We are happy, we are cheerful, we are welcoming. Trust me, if you're not a Kenyan and you're in Kenya, you feel like you are home. You feel like you are among your own because of how you'll be treated. If you're open-minded, trust me, you will feel like you're not on a holiday, or maybe like you're not in a foreign country. You will feel accepted, you know. You could be maybe lost and you don't even know how to speak the language. And trust me, people will try to find a way to help you, you know. And we are strong, we are resilient, we try to find even happiness in the little things. We are just incredible people, you know, that you will love to be around. We love to bring happiness in other people. We respect, we love, you know, and feel good, and did I say we are beautiful? I mean, we are beautiful, and that's just a tip, if you go to Kenya, you will feel it. Some things, I could say them, but you have to experience them. You have to feel them to know what I'm talking about. Some things are meant to just be felt. So, that's just a little bit about Kenyans. Resilient, strong, courageous, loving, kind, and all that. All right, now safari. What everyone talks about when they know someone is from Kenya. Kenya has always been an icon home of safari. The first thing that people think about when they hear safari is, the big five. But do you know that the largest animal migration in the world, the Great Wild Beast Migration, happens every year in Kenya, and it's dubbed among the 7 world wonders? And a lot of people actually visit this time where there is this migration to witness this. Did you know that? Over 2 million animals migrating. How wild do you think that is? And among these are gazelles, zebras, and wild beasts. And it happens between Masai Mara, Serengeti, Masai Mara. And a lot of people visit during this period where there's this great migration to witness this. Do you know how wild this is? If you've never witnessed, maybe it's time you witness this great wild beast migration. You do a safari tour, you witness that, and you also get to see the big five you want to see. This is something that I really think it's really fascinating. You visit and then maybe you will see it the same way.
Oh, they're going down now. Down.
There are so many different ways to experience safari, but in my opinion, the best way to experience safari is by driving by Land Cruiser. Roof open, driving slowly through the parks or reserves, and if you're lucky in parks, you can see the big five. This is the best way to experience safari in my opinion, but there are other many ways to experience. And also, if you have the means, you can also get lodges in the parks, or near, where you also could see animals. Imagine you waking up in the morning and, surrounded by nature, and you see maybe gazelles, you see giraffes, you see elephants. We have so many parks in Kenya. We also have reserves. And parks like Tsavo East, Tsavo West, Masai Mara, so on and so forth. We also have reserves like Shimbiles, so on and so forth. And let me tell you a little bit of story. I took my son to the zoo here in Germany, and every place we went, it's always written where the animals come from, and most of them were from Kenya. And one thing my son asked me is, Mama, a lot of animals are from Kenya, but why did they come, or how did they come all the way here? And he was telling me, but Mama, all these animals, they have families, right, Mama? And when they're separated from their families, they feel really sad, Mama. Right, Mama? So why can't everyone just go to Kenya and then we all see them there, they are happy with their families, and then they don't have to be alone and sad. At first, seeing these animals there, and from Kenya, it had made me feel a little bit proud. But then when my son said that, it just made me feel so sad, because everything my son was saying was the truth and is the truth. they should be left in their specific countries. But I mean, I tried to explain to my son, but there was no explanation. There wasn't any excuse. I understand that there are some people who can't afford to fly to Kenya or to countries to experience safari, but this really made me feel so sad. By the way, if I'm not wrong, did you know that Kenya is the only country that has a game reserve bordering its capital city, Nairobi Game Park? Did you know that? Now you know. 3 facts about safari. Did you know that African elephants are the largest mammals on earth? Did you know that leopards are the most difficult to spot? Did you know that hippos graze at night? 3 facts about safari. If you know more, write them on the comment section. Let's talk about our beautiful white sandy beaches. I was born and raised in the coastal region, and I still love and can't get over how beautiful our beaches are. It could be Diani Beach, it could be Watamu, it could be Malindi, it could be wherever you go. Our beaches are beautiful, white. I mean, just imagine you sitting on the beach, and listening to the waves, and when the sun is setting, and just breathing in and breathing out. If that's not meditation, tell me what else? I know there are other ways of meditating, but if that's not one way to meditate, the beauty of beaches, it's when they are clean. White sand, clear blue water. Beautiful. And there are so many things you could do in the coastal region. You could go snorkeling, you could go diving, you could do so many things. There is Chale Island in the south coast. There are so many things, be it in Malindi, be it in Watamu, be it in Mombasa, be it in Ukunda. So many things to do at the coastal region. You could enjoy or you could do activities. It's your decision. Can we talk about the nature in Kenya? How rich our land is? The green part, how magnificent the nature is, especially in the countryside. You might have seen bad pictures posted online, but by people who have not even been to a quarter of Kenya. People who purposely went to Kenya to take pictures that they had already put their mind on taking and showing. Don't always believe what you see online. I'm telling you, nature in Kenya is breathtaking. I love when I visit my grandma, when I wake up, that I can smell the nature. Do you know the smell of nature? Do you know when it rains and you're surrounded by nature, how it smells? The smell of nature. Or maybe even if it doesn't rain, the smell is different, calming. I love to see people farming. Let me tell you, I love that when I'm at my grandma's place, I can go to the shamba and pluck oranges, tangerines, guavas. By the way, did you know that there are different types of guavas? The color inside, some are white, some are pink. Did you know that even papayas? I love going to the shamba and just taking papayas. Did you know by the way, there are also 2 types of papayas? There's one which is should I say orange, and then another one is kind of pinkish. Did you know that? I love that. I love that I can just go and pluck mangoes, different types of mangoes. I love that I can just go and take the cashew nuts and make them the way we make it. Outside my grandma's place, there's a jackfruit tree, and I enjoyed. You know, every time we took it and then we cut it into pieces, and we used to apply oil and then just eat it. I didn't like when it's so ripe because then it's so sweet. I love it when it's not so ripe, you know, so it's a bit crunchy, and we always applied oil and so that the gum doesn't stick to our hands. And I also love matomoko. Would you say matomoko in English? Please, my people, write down what matomoko is in English. I know it, but I forgot it. I don't know. I know my brother will say, aujui, najua. I love sitting around the fire and roasting maize when we were young. You know, in the shambas, they used to build like vibandas. So we will go there and then it's like kulinda mahindi ndio ndege zisikule you know, animals, so that the animals don't destroy them. And then we will just be roasting maize the whole time. You know, I also love that I can go to the shamba, and even I loved going to the shamba and just digging out sweet potatoes. By the way, do you know that there are also different colors of sweet potatoes? There is the white one, there is the one which is yellowish inside, and then there is one which is purplish inside. And they are so, in my mother tongue we say nende tialamena mututu, meaning I love the ones mututu. What is mututu in English? I don't know, but it's not watery inside. You know, sweet potato is not supposed to be waterish inside. No, it's supposed to have that taste. It's different. You know, I can't explain it. You just have to test it. I said some things are not meant to be. You know, you can't explain. You just have to experience them and feel them. And then you'll know what I'm talking about. You know, the same way when I tell you we have different types of mangoes. You know, there's apple mangoes, and then there's another one, and then there's the small one. And even the small ones, they have different ones. There's one which is oval shaped. There's one which is round shaped. Some things I just can't explain to you, and even the taste is different. You just have to experience it. You know, another thing that I love is when I'm at the village, I love going with my cousins or aunties to the river, and I love showering outside. For me, I've always loved, and I always said, one day when I have my house, I will love an outside shower. I love that. I love when I'm showering and the sun is just hitting my body, and I love outdoor shower. So I love and I enjoy when I go to my grandma and I go to the river with my cousins or my auntie, and we are showering and it's open, we are talking and we are laughing. It's just, nobody can take this, you know, it's different. And trust me, if you have someone in Kenya, a friend maybe, and you visit Kenya, you should experience the village life. If you're someone who enjoys nature, if you have a friend in Kenya and you happen to visit Kenya, you do everything else, don't forget to tell them to just take you to the village and just have a taste of the village life. You know, you will love it. If you enjoy nature and you just love a calm, natural life, just go and experience that. You will, like I said, some things you just have to feel them. I could talk about so many things about Kenya and its, you know, richness in our soil and the resources, but you know, I have to continue talking about others. Maybe next time I will explain further and further and further. But just know that the nature in Kenya, I don't know how to explain it. I've said so much, but I think I feel like I haven't even said a quarter. I haven't even showed you a quarter through my words. I haven't made you feel a quarter of how rich the nature is in Kenya. Lake Turkana. Did you know that Lake Turkana is the world's largest desert lake in the world. It's located in the north of Great Rift Valley. Did you know that? It's also not surrounded, but then there is some national parks in the near. Did you know that? Now you know. The creativity in art in Kenya. Listen, the creativity. And every tribe has their own way of showcasing their own way of creating and their own way of showcasing their own art. Let's say the Kambas with the Ndungis. They are bags, and I see them all over nowadays. They are sold all over. But their Kambas, the ladies are known for making Ndungis, and I used to enjoy. My grandma used to make for my grandma and my great grandma, Kabeti Kasamba. They used to make for us these ndungis, and it was so incredible to see how they always just made them from the start, from how they started to the end, mixing colors and all that. It was just so incredible. They always made so quick, and I will wonder how are they making so quick? How are they? How do they even do that? It was just so incredible and artistic. It's incredible. Also, the Kamba men are known for carvings. My grandpa used to make carvings in a Kamba industry, and it was just so incredible. For example, they always made things like this, giraffes, and so many sculptures, and it was just incredible. Let's say the Maasais, the way they make their beads, the way the women make to sit together and make the beads, the way they make the bangles, like, see the ones I'm wearing, the earrings. One thing Maasais are known for is for their shukas. Yes, I do have shuka even here. Yes, they are known for their incredible shukas, which are very, they have different colors. They are also known, these are the bangles. Like I said, I have them. And the incredible earrings, earrings. And also the waist beads. By that, you know why we wear African, I think a lot of Africans wear waist beads, although a lot of people nowadays wear. But do you know why they are worn? If you talk about Maasai shoes, everybody knows about the Maasai shoes. The colorful, different patterned shoes that the Maasais make. Yes, I do have them. Mimi in Kenya, mas in Kenya. Yes, it's incredible how they make these things. It's just, they make even the belts, and they use the beads to design them. So beautiful, so artistic, and you could think it's very easy until you try it. It's just so incredible how I always passed. They always met, a lot of them, they meet somewhere and then they start making. And then every time you pass there, you'll find them, they're concentrating, singing in their language and making these beads and making the bells. Nowadays, everywhere you go, you find bangles like this, you find earrings like this. But I tell you, if you want the original thing, the Maasais got you. There's no need to buy. If you want the originality of something, you go to the people, the makers of it, and you can even sit there and experience as they make them. It's just incredible. And look how beautiful. Just look how beautiful. I love it. I love how artistic the Maasais are and how they tie their shukas and their belts. It's just wonderful. How they wear, the women, how they wear their beads. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that about the Maasais. When it comes to the Kisis, they make their own things. When it comes to the coastal people, they are known for making things like this, you know, them kekas and these uteos, you know. Mimi ni Mkenya, nasi Mkenya. You know, uteos, mkekas, and kekas, it's in Swahili and it's called, in English, I think it's the same as mat. And they make this really good. They're also known, if you're from coast of your Kenyan, you know, they make the kikois. You know, I love how when, especially at the beach, how the men tie the vikois, you know, or you can get them in towel form or just like this. I love mine like this, and I also love to buy for my son the other way with towels. They also have like this, which I love. You could wear this at the beach. I love it. You know, the coastal people, you know, they have like this, which are sheer, you know. But of course in Kenya, whether it's from coast or from Maasai, anybody can wear. I just love how every tribe has its own way of showcasing its creativity. I just love it. It's incredible, incredible, incredible. I can't just talk about all the tribes, but every tribe has its own way of showing their creativity. Show off, darlings. Show off. Show off. I love it. By the way, the shukas are made of a very strong thread that enables it to endure harsh weathers. So this is really, really incredible. And you can use it for so many things. You can cover it, cover yourself with it. Just look how beautiful they look. Just look how beautiful this looks. Especially on my skin. Jesus Christ, thank you, Lord. The Giriamas, the Chonyis, a lot of Mijikendas, they know how to make makutis. Makutis are used to thatch houses. And I once told someone special that one day I will build one house and I will make sure that it's touched with makutis. I love makutis. I love makuti houses. And you can mix a bit modern and mix with makutis. It's incredible. It looks like it's art. Like I say, it's just art. And I love how they just make them, you know, how they make them from the start, how they dry the leaves and how everything is just so beautiful. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Dressing. When it comes to dressing, I know there's the modern way of dressing, and then there's the way we wear our traditional attires. I love how we wear our vitenges. I love how incredible we look when we wear, especially the coastal region. They have their deras. I'm a Kenyan, I say it. They are beautiful deras, beautiful deras, you know, and they're just long, free dresses. Beautiful deras. The coastal region, they have laces, different colors, different patterns, and every lasso has writings. They always have writings here, and some can be very, very petty, you know. For example, if you have a co-wife and you want them to see you wear something that you tie your lasso that has some words that are just petty, you know. And I'm not saying you should be petty, but that's how it is. Some of them, they buy the lassos just for the writings. And like this one says, usia wa mama ni muongozo duniani. Write down what it means in English. All my Swahili people, andikeni hapo chini inamaanisha nini. Usia wa mama ni muongozo duniani. You know, some of them are really, really beautiful writings. In general, I love our traditional attires, and I love that the coastal region have a way of dressing, and when it comes to the other side, it has their own way, but somehow we come together, and others, they wear the from coastal wear the, it's just incredible. I love it, love it, love it. I love when my grandma wears a kitenge dress and ties a kitenge turban, or should I say turban, kitambara ya kichwa. You know, it's just beautiful. I love it. I love our dressing. Did you know that Kenya is home to the world's best long distance runner from the Kalenjin tribe, Eliud Kipchoge? Things like this also make me proud as a Kenyan.
Going to get inside the world record. It won't be by a minute, but it will be an appreciable chunk. He has done it again. This is superhuman. This is road running from a different planet here in Berlin in 2022. Eliud Kipchoge smiles for the last time. Let's keep an eye on the clock, just outside 2:01. Eliud Kipchoge is a history maker in Berlin. Yet again, he has done it. The world record is gone, and now he can celebrate. And that is simply stunning.
Also, not forgetting an incredible woman, Waangari Mathai, who was the first African woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize. You know, people like this make me feel so proud to be a Kenyan, as a Kenyan, among other many things, you know, and I'm really proud to be a Kenyan. I'm even salivating. Now let's talk food. Food. Like I said, we have different tribes, and in every tribe has its own staple. Like the Kambas are known for githeri, the Kikuyus are known for mokimo, the Mijikendas, the coastal people, are known for their coconut cuisines. You know, coconut rice, coconut beans. I mean, the coconut beans you taste anywhere else, you can't compare it to the way the coconut beans taste in Kenya, in the coastal region. There is no different. The seafood, you know, you see, I'm even salivating. So the food is incredible. We have nyama choma too. We have ugali. The Luos, they are known for their tilapia, the delicious tilapia, and omena. Omena cooked in coconut. Eish. And ugali. And then we call them nuni mkunde. What is mkunde in English? Please, aki kama mwajua what mkunde is in Kiswahili. In English, write it in the comment section. It can be cooked with matumbo or coconut. There's an auntie of mine who cooks coconut mkunde perfectly. I mean, it's Lord, listen, the food, you just have to go and test the food in Kenya. The street food, viazi karai, samosa, bajia, mkate wa sinia, kachiri are crepes, but they make them from cassava, and you see them while they make. Or the way they fry the cassava, and then they put a little bit of chili and then lemon. Hey, listen. The way in the morning people eat in the coastal region, they eat mandazi and mbaazi, zanazi. I loved growing up just taking mandazi, and then I will take viazi with a lot of ukwaju, and then I'll just put it inside the viazi, and then I'll just be eating. Lord, listen. If I continue talking about food, I won't finish, because we have so much, you know. But if I could tell you 4 things, let me put 4. Okay, three things to try when you go to Kenya. Nyama choma with kachumbari. Kachumbari is our own way of making salad. And ugali. And then test coconut beans with chapati. And then you could test, what else? The tilapia and ugali and some greens. We have so many vegetables to test. Also, let me add one. Make sure you test the a lot of seafood, and also another one, last one. And also make sure you test pilau and another one. Make sure you test mursik, it's soy milk. Maybe you will also test, okay, you just listen, forget all those numbers. You will, if you have the chance, test every little thing, test everything. You will love, and just find out what you enjoy more, you know? I can't tell you that you will enjoy everything, just like nobody can expect me to enjoy everything when I visit their country, but I can guarantee you that you will like some food. I can tell you that. Try it. The language, I just love how we speak Swahili differently, but the same way. Does it make sense? Like the way the coastal people speak Swahili, the way the Nairobi people speak Swahili, the way even different tribes speak the Swahili, the accent, the Sheng in Nairobi, it's just, like I say, it's just art. For me, I always say everything in Kenya, it's like art. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that every tribe has their own way of singing, their own type of music. The beats are different. The way they dance, it's different. The way they beat, they play the instruments, it's different. But I also love at the same time the way Kenyan artists sing in Swahili or mix up everything in a beautiful way to make it beautiful, you know? Like I love Otile Brown, I love so many artists. I love Nyanshiski, I love Sauti Sol. I love so many artists in Kenya. In fact, every artist in Kenya has a different way of showing how unique and beautiful they can sing using the same language, but just twist it up. But I love, you know, my tribe songs, you know, Katito, Kanake Mangu, and all that, you know, like I love, recently I've been loving Pewa kila mundo akito pewa. I love. I love Swahili gospel. I love. And Kenyan people love themselves so much. That's one thing that I love. And also I love how they make little jokes out of something could be very serious, but a Kenyan, if you could be very angry, but a Kenyan will make you laugh with just a little something like this. And I love that. The sense of humor in Kenyans, I love it too. It's beautiful. I mean, some things are just meant to be felt, like I said. Beautiful people. That's just a tiny bit of what I love about Kenya. How beautiful Kenya is. Kenya has so much more, so much more. Maybe next time I will get to talk about it. But if you're open-minded and you visit Kenya, trust me, you will enjoy your stay in Kenya. You will get to see so many things, so many things. You will enjoy. That's what I can say. I would love to say more, but for today I will end this video here. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next one. Kwaheri.